Hello, my name is Catherine Leister. You may know me as KD100 Catherine on Twitch, TikTok, and here on YouTube. You may also recognize me as one of the mods for the Turnabout Musical Discord and the mod for the Turnabout Musical TikTok if you're coming from a very specific corner of the internet.
Hi, my name is Archer Wells. I'm a longtime performer and frequent co-streamer on Kate's Twitch streams. You might recognize me as the voice for Bo on the animated YouTube series Race to the Mansion of Tomorrow, or a frequent member of the Turnabout Musical community.
But we're not here to convince you to watch us on stream, even though you absolutely should. We are here to officially welcome you
to Gero Productions!
Founded in September of 2022, Gero Productions was developed as a way for us, two neurodivergent queer disabled people, to see others like ourselves in theater. Due to the nature of the world right now, as well as our own limited resources, Gero Productions offers the opportunity for shows to be performed in a digital medium, with cast and crew working from the comfort of their own home. This also means that our shows are more physically accessible and inclusive to both actors and consumers, with no need for travel or physical contact. Theater is a universal language. It brings people together from all around the world. This is a crucial concept to our ideology, and one of my personal favorite things about digital theater. Gero Productions also would like to use its resources as an avenue to put on smaller, lesser known, or even completely original works of theater. We have an idea or two for what we want to do in the future, but we're always on the lookout for more original plays and musicals to give a voice to.
Gero Productions' inaugural show is Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition, or TMVE for short. Exactly as it says on the tin, TMVE is a completely digital production of the 15-year-old Ace Attorney fan project Turnabout Musical by PW Musical Productions, adapting edits and changes to the show that have been made over the years and combining them into a big love letter to the Turnabout community. A more in-depth history of Turnabout Musical can be found right here, as well as in the description.
This isn't the first production of Turnabout Musical by any means. Nerdification Media produced a staged version in Wilmington, North Carolina in 2016 called Turnabout Musical Live, which marked the first time Turnabout Musical had ever been officially put to stage. In 2021, Albino Squirrel Productions premiered a slightly truncated script with Turnabout Musical Live at the Phoenix Theater at the Minnesota Fringe Festival. The reviews were more than stellar and even netted the show 5 Minneapolis-St. Paul Broadway World Awards, including Best Streaming Musical, Best Performer in a Musical, Best Direction of a Musical, Best Lighting Design of a Play or Musical, and Best Sound Design of a Play or Musical. They thought it was so much fun that the very next year, the world debut of Turnabout Samurai hit the 2022 Minnesota Fringe Festival stage at the Mixed Blood Theater, with nearly every single cast member returning to the production. Plus, a few of us got to fly out to Minnesota to see the show live and meet the cast and crew in person. Currently, Nerdification Media has taken up the mantle once again to produce Turnabout, an Ace Attorney musical, a reworked audio drama version of Turnabout Musical by the Maya Fey Protection Squad. Act 1 of the production dropped the weekend of Turnabout Musical's 15th anniversary, which, as of this video's release, was yesterday. There have been some unofficial productions as well, including an abridged version of the first Turnabout directed by Jalen Portillo in 2016 at the University of Texas, and a staged reading of Act 1 in 2017 in Addison, Illinois, directed by Maxwell Desivas.
Now, our production, Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition, is an entirely virtual production of Turnabout Musical with some original twists to boot. While we won't reveal what those twists are until release, we can promise you a unique production with our two casts. The defense cast, who will be debuting in a 3-part miniseries in honor of Turnabout Musical's digital origins, and the prosecution cast, who will be debuting in a semi-live performance to honor Turnabout Musical's progression to the stage, which will be airing shortly after the defense's production releases.
TMVE has been in production since February of 2022, a full 7 months before Gero's inception. This is because the show was not always flying under Gero's banner. Originally, the show was being heralded by CDP Theatrics under the direction of Chorus Schrock, aka Chorus Dubs. During the original 7 months, the cast and crew, including the two of us, were subjected to a litany of abuses, including but not limited to financial abuse, psychological harm, and violation of bodily autonomy. We won't go into the full messy details here, but there is a link to the official Turnabout Musical statement in the description. On September 5th, 2022, Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition officially was entrusted to the two of us, garnered by the support of not only the entire original cast and crew of TMVE, but the Turnabout community as a whole. With everyone cheering the production on, Gero Productions was born.
As a result of the financial abuse, our actors have had to pay a total of almost $2.5 $2,000 on costumes and equipment that the previous management promised on the casting call would be paid for by that director, as well as up to $2,000 more on promised payment for cast and crew and promised financial aid for a cast trip. As the new owners, we want to right this wrong for our actors, or at least try our hardest to do so, and thus, we've released a GoFundMe to help recoup these financial costs.
While this may be a simple fundraiser, we do still have a few rewards we want to offer you. If you donate any amount, you'll receive not only early access to select tracks from both the defense and prosecution cast recordings, but you will also receive exclusive access to trading cards featuring the cast. While this may not be the most extravagant reward, we hope that the knowledge that you're helping a new production company get its footing after escaping an abusive environment is reward enough. For now, anyway. We want to make sure that the finished production is not only something that we're proud of making, but you are proud of supporting.
The bonds that have been made via Turnabout Musical's entire history in our production are incredibly important to us here at Gero Productions, and so we wanted to let you hear from a few of our own TMVE actors to hear their experiences with the show.
Hello, I'm Aaron and I am Yanni Yuki in Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition.
My name is Richard C. Krause, and I play Phoenix Wright in our Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition miniseries.
I am Marta, also known as Bonfire or Bonfire Tea, and I am part of the cast of Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition.
My name is Ashley, though most people in the Turnabout Musical community know me better as Wendy.
I am Maxwell Thezibus, aka HiBob7. If you've kept up to date with Turnabout Musical related things over the past few years, you probably recognize who I am. I'm speaking to you today as a member of the cast of Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition by Gero Productions.
Something that I really enjoy about Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition is the fact that you meet so many talented people from around the world.
Whenever I'm asked the question what Turnabout Musical means to me, my answer is simply put, a lot.
This production has meant so much to me.
These past 10 months of the production have been an invaluable opportunity for me to meet many talented people and have fun doing what I loved and becoming part of the community in a new way.
I found out there were going to be auditions for a virtual audition, which for me was a huge deal because that meant I could do this. I didn't have to be hopeful that it was going to be in the state I lived or anything like that. I have internet. I can do this.
I have met an incredibly talented cast and crew through this project, a really, really lovely group of people. I've been so glad to get to know them over this past year.
Ace Attorney and Phoenix himself are so dear to me, and being the one that gets to sort of bring him to life and add to his story a bit, I'm still not over that. I'm still not over being able to say that I am him in a capacity, which is really special.
We're all together to make something that is just magnifique, something that we all enjoy and love putting time into.
And also, this production, Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition, there have been many good friends of mine who I've known for years that are getting their chance with this production to really display their talent in acting and music and their passion for Turnabout Musical and being a part of the show.
Turnabout Musical Virtual Edition, in a lot of ways, has been a dream come true if we ignore previous management messing that up.
Unfortunately, it hasn't always been a great experience for everyone.
As you may or may not know, we had to fight to be able to keep this production going.
At first things were great, but previous management did so many things wrong that could have been easily avoided if they had wanted to make the effort to avoid them. They could have.
As you may be aware, this team was emotionally and financially abused by previous management. They took advantage of our goodwill and manipulated our dedication to Turnabout Musical for their own attempted monetary gain, among who knows what else.
We literally poured sweat, tears, dedication to this project, and with the support of the amazing Turnabout community, we were able to stand here today with new management, but the same passion and dedication and fire for the project that connected us in the first place.
But despite all of that, this team, this cast and crew have pulled together and have still formed this caring community who are artists watch out for each other, and still want to put this thing on.
And with the new directors that we now have, that have stepped up and taken quite a load on, it's all coming together. Oh yeah.
And we also got just so much more playfulness and fun in everything. We've seen some cast and crew members come out of their shells a little bit, and we've gotten to see the more social and side of them and their personalities, which has been so much fun.
And I gotta say, when the current team, the current leadership began running rehearsals, it really opened up the energy and creative possibilities of what this cast was capable of. Personally, it became very creatively fulfilling because I got to reprise not only a role that I've loved doing in the past, but also new and exciting roles with new acting possibilities.
Overall, just Kate and Archer have allowed everyone to have the freedom and the flexibility they need to accommodate their various needs while still having enough structure that we are making progress, moving forward, and basically trying to find that sweet spot between accommodating people's needs that are very easy to accommodate and keeping everyone in the loop of what's going on, how are we moving forward, this is what's happening.
And it's just an experience unlike any other. I mean, I love everyone on the cast. I love the directors. I love the people behind the scenes that are going to be editing and putting things together.
I love working with these people. I have met some incredibly special people through this production who just mean the world to me.
Turnabout Musical is a community effort. It wouldn't be what it is today without the many people who shaped it to what it is today. And it means the world to me that the hardships we went through did not defeat us, and that we were able to bring all the passion and the joy that Turnabout Musical and Ace Attorney has brought to our lives.
We're working on something so silly on paper that it works. It's just a lot. We're not doing this for any reason other than we love performing, we love Ace Attorney, and we love each other. And that's really what performance and theater and really Ace Attorney is all about.
I think Phoenix Wright and friends will be pretty proud of us. But there is still a lot to do, and there are things to make right, and this is where you can come in.
We need your financial support. The current team has my full support and the full support of PW Musical Productions behind it, and I hope that you will support it as well. Please do what you can, give what you can to support the financial recovery of this team.
Thank you all for your generosity and helping us move forward into a brighter future.
To sum things up, we hope this video has given you a better idea of both TMVE and Gero Productions as a whole, as well as give you more of an understanding of the GoFundMe. We sincerely hope you will consider aiding in our funding on our GoFundMe at gofundme.com/TMVE-recovery-fund. If you aren't able to donate, word of mouth is incredibly important for both our production as a whole as well as the fundraiser.
We can't wait to show you more and more of what we've been cooking up as time goes on. Stay tuned to Gero socials to hear any updates on our production, as well as keep posted on any cast shenanigans that we may have.